let me tell you about some of the projects that I'm working on. So I made a lot of things for my family for Christmas, but there were some gifts that did not get finished. So I have a hat that I'm gonna make for my grandpa. I don't have the yarn from him. I think I accidentally left it there. I ended up wrapping up everyone's like yarn balls and then making them a little note that said, "Merry Christmas, your gift got delayed." So this is for my brother. I'm gonna make him a pair of socks, and I didn't even cast on the socks for him. But this is the yarn that I'm going to use for his socks. And then this is the little card that I do for him. It says "soon to be you" with the new socks. So I'm going to cast these on today. And then I'm also working on a hat for my boyfriend's friend's baby that they just had. And the baby's name is Scarlet. Isn't that so cute? It makes me think of Gone with the Wind, but I'm not going to tell them on that. I'm just going to pick a project, focus, finish. This is my project right now. We're making a little baby hat. I'm making a baby hat. I've never made a baby hat before, so I'm very excited. I hope that it turns out well, and if it does, I'm going to be making baby hats all the time. I'm making the baby hat out of this lovely, very soft red yarn. It's just going to be perfect for the baby's head, I think. I remember that soft little unformed cranium. And this is the swatch that I did for the pattern, so it's going to be this like checkerboard pattern with like a little cuff on it. So it's going to be pretty easy. I got the cuff done, and it's a pattern that I found on Ravelry, so I'll add the link to this pattern in the description, but I'm doing it a little differently. So I'm adding on a few more rounds to the cuff. I'm knitting it with smaller size needles, so hopefully this will fit a newborn as opposed to a 1-year-old, or closer to a newborn. I do want them to be able to grow into it, not necessarily have to throw it away, but my yarn was a little smaller than what that pattern suggested, so I'm using smaller needles. Otherwise there's a bunch of holes in the yarn, and I don't really want that, especially if I'm making a hat. Like, I want it to be nice and cozy, cover, protect them little baby ears, you know. So that's what I'm working on, and that's probably all I'm gonna work on this week is the baby hat and the socks. Anyway, that's all my projects, so I'm gonna let you go. You do your thing, I'm gonna go do my thing, and I'll check in with you. I'm meal prepping today. I'm making pickled red onions. It's got a heart. Tears. Red onions. Oh yeah.
Meal prep right here.
Oh yeah. Cooking it all. Put all that on there without hitting the record button. Oh well. This is my taco seasoning. I'm gonna add some extra garlic, extra crushed red pepper. I just wanted to update you. I haven't done too much on the hat, so this is how it's looking right now. I've got one of the checkers on there and I'm starting on the next one. I'm only like 2 rows into it, so you can't really see it. I did meal prepping today, but I'm finally done with that. Jake's doing dishes right now. He's very kind for doing the dishes for me. So now I'm gonna sit down and work on this for a while, and I will update you.
One eternity later.
I am so tired. This is how far I got today. So I've got 2 checker layers and I'm working on the 3rd one right now. Do you see what I mean by checkers? Yeah. The shoulder right here has been bothering me lately. So like, I haven't been knitting as much as I normally would. I'm letting myself kind of rest and recuperate. I am going to bed now. It was a successful day. A good night. Isn't she cute? I think that was one of the worst layers of spray paint I've ever done on something because I was trying to film it. I mean, was I even looking right there? I don't know. But I learned my lesson with this spray paint that it like cakes up. It gets really thick really quickly. This brand. So I'm gonna let it dry for a few minutes before I go back to tackle these areas. Otherwise, like, these areas are gonna be super, super heavy. Look in here. So I need to be careful. A little touch-up layer. Looking nice. So this is as far as I got tonight. I'm gonna stop for the day, but hopefully I'm gonna finish tomorrow because I've just got the decrease rows and the seaming up the head left. Good night. Isn't that so cute? I'm interested to see how it'll look after blocking because it does look a little lumpy in some places. I felt like the seam was really obvious before I stitched it up, but now feel like it's a little visible. I do feel like it's more visible on camera. I don't know. I'm gonna block it and then stick it on a ball of wool. So I'm making some new decisions with this picture background, and so far, hopefully I'm not speaking too soon because the first layer is still wet, but I'm really enjoying it so far, and I'm excited to take it a little further. This is what I have right now. It looks messy, but there were decisions made. Just trust the process. So I was just editing and I realized I never filmed an outro for the baby hat video, so here we are. The baby hat turned out really well. Weaving in the ends really took care of the lumpiness that I was seeing around the starting seam. And then while it was blocking, I noticed my cast on edge was also kind of tight. It curled in at the end. So I stretched that out a bit. I just yanked on it. And this yarn is a little stretchy, this pattern's a little stretchy. So I think it worked out quite well. I wish I had a little baby doll or something to model it, but I don't. So here you go, you'll just have to imagine. It's on a tiny person. Alright. I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching.